is going to.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
What is it that Trump could do?
He can just reverse the order and order the Corps of Engineers to issue the easement.
Even after the second appeal.
Oh yeah.
He can just do it again.
Yeah. All of the administrative decisions that are being made by the Corps of Engineers are all administrative decisions that are subject to a decision on the part of the president. You know, they all work for him. So he can, just like in the same way that Obama could make this decision to tell him not to give them the easement, and he can issue the decision not to allow the tar sands pipeline to come in, the new president can reverse it.
Now, I've heard that Obama can actually make this a national monument, or something to that degree, to that effect.
There are some different things that he could do, but the fact of the matter is the Republicans have passed a resolution in the House and Senate prohibiting him from issuing any more executive orders after the election. But so it's an interesting question, constitutional question. I'd love to have it put, you know, but he can. But the problem is that this administrative decision on the part of the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers as to whether or not to grant an easement is subject to not only the president but the court. The federal district court in Washington D.C. has a motion in front of it right now to issue a declaratory judgment saying that as a matter of contract law, the United States Army Corps of Engineers has to issue the certificate of easement because they promised they would. And that the oil companies have put in millions of dollars drilling all the way up to this point. And so they're arguing that, look, they've relied upon this contractual agreement, and so they're trying to get it translated into just a simple contract issue, you know? And they've submitted it to a judge in the United States District Court in Washington who is a member of Skull and Bones.
Another.
And also a member of the William Bennett Williams Inn. It's a group of private lawyers who are all specialists in defense of white-collar crime, the corporate crime. So he's a member of that private club. And so they've submitted the motion to him to issue a declaratory judgment that, based upon all the representations that have been made up to this point in time by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, that they're duty bound by contract to carry through and give them the easement. So there's other shoes to drop here. You know, that you got the big Trump boot, you know, the big fascist boot of wedding the interests of the corporations to the instrumentalities of the state, and you also have the judicial branch. And remember that when Trump comes in, he's going to appoint 89 federal judges. Bang, like that, including the Supreme Court justice that's going to tip the balance in the court. So, you know, this battle's not over yet.
Does that give us time to hold our ground here?
Yes. Oh, yes.
And to fortify our family and our property?
Absolutely.
That gives us time.
Yes. So people need to use this 45 days. We can use a couple days to celebrate.
Right.
And we can use a show of support from all the military people that have come in. That's going to go forward. You know, people could say this was an effort to blunt the effectiveness of that confrontation. You know, they say, oh, look, the other side is
nobody's backing up.
You know, but the fact is, we've got 45 days to mobilize this whole thing, to know that Trump is going to issue the order ordering them to come onto the property. So that's essential for people to know. And so that's why we're going to go see CNN right now and tell them about that. That's the big announcement.
Appreciate it much.